Hi my dear class 12 students. Again we are here to discuss about the menstruation cycle. In the previous session we have seen that how the developmental process is taking place during formation of egg and sperm in females and males respectively. Today we are going to discuss this one. Numbers you can see at the base, they are the days. This is the status of uterus. You can see they are the progesterone. This one you are able to recognize, and again this is level of hormones. Okay. The state when menstruation starts in the case of female is known as menarche. From this stage, menstruation occur in a female. It may be the age of 12, sometimes 13, sometimes 13, 14 in between. Here, as you know, that when egg is being released from the ovary, it is coming to the uterus. They are the normal walls of the uterus. You can see how these changings in the uterine status coming out. When we are moving here it is made 27 to 29, because after each 28 days, sometimes plus minus 1 days later or earlier, so up to 29 days it is made, and you can easily see what is the status of uterine. In the first 11 days, just after the menstruation cycle, see the condition is normal, and after 11th days, 11th, 13, then 15, then 17, and further, you can see there is a progressive increase in the uterine status, and this increase indicates that the endometrium wall of uterine is now being filled with the blood vessels, and these blood vessels by the mode of diffusion are providing nutritional status to the growing egg. The case when fertilization occurs, no more menstruation cycle will start, but the case in which no fertilization occur, it is being continuous. So you can see how from 11th to 27, 29 days, progressively it is increasing. This increase indicates higher amount of blood being collected in the blood vessels in order to provide nutrition to the growing egg. In this situation, two hormones, one progesterone and another one is estrogen. These two hormonal status you can see also how it is simply shown as a simple parallel line, and the level of estrogen is increasing. Here you can see, you can match here this status you can see how an increase in the estrogen can be seen, and again when it is reaching to this, it is slightly decreasing and then again increasing. Secondly, progesterone level you can see how it is simply parallel going, and in these days from you can see the increase is being occur in 15, and after 25 it is again going to decline, but in between this how it is increasing. They too also facilitate the process of better development of egg. What happens in these days? Let us see. We have seen that how the development occur in ovary and how the eggs are getting released. I told you that this is a single, and what happens? This is what happened. One layer getting surrounded, then again it is surrounded being surrounded by two layers, and then a follicular state can be seen here, development of a follicle, and finally this is Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle is bursting. You can see here, you can match the days. Here also you can match the days. Here also, how the progressive increase occur in the development of ovarian follicles. Then in the 15th days you can see it is getting burst, and this ovum is getting released. Ovum is getting released. And whenever this ovum is getting released, then if not fertilized, you can see it is increasing here in these days. When no fertilization occur from here to here, you can see, and then it is without fertilization, it is again contracting and then finally finished, coming out in the form of blood together with blood gas. Together with this, you can see this luteinizing hormone level. This luteinizing hormone level, you can see that the level of luteinizing hormone is very less, but again it is going parallel and then highest at 15th days, and then again getting lowered. In the same way, follicle stimulating hormone FSH, how it is going parallel and 15th days it is getting increased, and then again this occur. So this diagram itself, if you are able to understand, you are able to remember this diagram, very easily you can write menstruation cycle in these days. This is also given in your book. Here, is this menstruation cycle always occur? No. After the age of 50, sometimes 55, this menstruation cycle is getting stopped, and this state that is coming in the case of old age females is known as menopause state. Okay. Then we are now going to understand some of the processes This is an ovum. This is an This is surrounded by a layer called zona pellucida. This is the nucleus. Here, so many sperm will come, but any one of them will be able to invade the zona pellucida level and then getting fertilized with this egg, or you can say ovum. The process of fusion of this sperm together with this egg is known as the process of fertilization. Fertilization. What happens after this fertilization? Further increasement will occur. Further increasement will occur. Let us see how these things are happening. This is a fertilized egg. You can see. Again, this is the case of sexual reproduction, no? So, meiosis occur. This is the two-cell state. Again, division will occur. But one thing I would like to tell you, sometimes there are two types of things here. Some divisions are like this, no, parallel, and some are like this, division. So both these type of divisions, parallel cutting of cells, longitudinal cutting of cells are taking place, and because of this, cells are being cut in different ways, no? So you can see four-cell state came, and then finally eight-cell state came. This eight-cell state condition is known as marula. Marula. And all these states are called blastomere. All these states are called blastomere. So you can say that after being fertilized with sperm, 2-cell, 4-cell, 8-cell blastomeres are being formed, and the 8-cell state is the state of marula. Now, this blastomere will be converted into this shape. Upper tier of cells, and then just below it there will be inner tier of cells. Inner tier of cells. This state, when two tiers, cells are being aggregated or being arranged in two tiers is known as the state of blastocyst. Blastocyst. Is the state of blastocyst. Okay? This is the developmental pattern. This is the developmental pattern of a fertilized egg and the blastocyst. My dear students, again you see, from this state to this state, from this state to this state, fertilized egg will be there only in the fallopian tube. Will be there only into the fallopian tube, or you can say the oviduct. And here, when it comes into this blastocyst state, when this fertilized egg will come into the blastocyst state, it will be there in the isthmus of the oviduct. It will be there in the isthmus of the oviduct. And after this, furthermore development will take place, and all these development after the formation of this blastocyst will take place into the uterus. For today, that we have discussed. In the next session, I will discuss about some more things. Till then, thank you very much for watching the video.